Hey guys, it's Nina, and today I am going to do something that I saw on Clara Reads Books channel. If you haven't watched her videos, check her out. I'll link her down below. She's awesome. But I am going to do Goodreads chooses my TBR. So I'm going to choose, I don't want to make myself stick to a whole TBR, so I'm going to choose like 3 books. I know that I don't own a lot of the popular books that might show up on Goodreads, so if I don't own them, I might go to my library, see if they have it. If not, then I'll just, I'll improvise. Anyway, let's get into it. First one that's on my Goodreads. I can't put it in a box because it doesn't work like that. But this is the first one on Goodreads, Dress Codes for Small Towns. If my library has that, I will read that, but let's move on. Oh, Leah on the Offbeat. I really want to read that, but I still haven't read Simon versus the Homo Sapiens. I know my library doesn't have that, and I don't own that. So, moving on. Okay, Without Merit by Colleen Hoover. I'm pretty sure my library doesn't have anything by Colleen Hoover, but I'll write it down, and we'll see if they do. And the third one is Kingdom of Ruin. I don't know if they have that. I doubt it, though. Oh, and then Simon versus the Homo Sapiens, and I know they don't have that either. So, I'll just keep going. I don't own any of these books so far, so we'll see. What Lies Below? That sounds interesting. Look how creepy and cool this book looks, though. That's what it looks like. I'll write down the first 10 and check my library, but so far I don't own any of these books. Oh, A Wrinkle in Time. I know that my library has that one, so looks like I'll be reading that in May most likely. Lumberjanes. I wish my library had that. I want to get into more graphic novels. If you guys have suggestions down below, let me know. I really am getting into graphic novels, but my library doesn't have a huge selection, so we'll see. Questions I want to ask you. By Your Side by Casey West. I don't own any of these. Lumberjanes again. Restore Me. My library doesn't have that. Oh, Twilight. Okay. I might get hate for this, but I just don't. I've never read Twilight. I love the movies when I was younger. But I just never had an inkling to read Twilight. So I hope I don't have to read that this month. Jude the Obscure. Sky in the Deep. Guys, I'm not seeing anything that I own. Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren. I've heard about that. Still don't own it. Thor Without Merit again. Justin, Lighter Than My Shadow. Everywhere You Want to Be. Now, I've barely heard of any of these, honestly. Am I behind, or am I just... The Hazelwood? Crazy Rich Asians? I've heard about that one. Wonder Woman? Okay, I know my library owns that one. Again, I don't really feel like reading it, but if... I stuck to it. I'm gonna stick to this. I put myself in this challenge, so I'm gonna do it if my library doesn't have any of the ones mentioned above. Harry Potter... Beautiful Mistake. Gone Girl, I've already read that. Lie to Me, I've already read that. The Oracle Queen. Oh, and Bone. Ooh, okay. I could do that. My library has that one. Zenith. I've heard mixed reviews on that, and I'm scared to try and read that. The Wife Between Us. Ooh, that sounds interesting. But I think that's like an adult novel, and I don't like reading adult. Oh. Sarah Dessen, Along for the Ride. I'm not a huge Sarah Dessen fan. I just can't get into her. Kitchens of the Great Miss Midwest. That sounds boring. Anger is a Gift. I beg to differ. The Traitor God. A Wolf Apart. One Small Thing. The Opposite of Here. Royals. Honestly, ones so far that I've looked and I know my library has, I'm not too interested in reading them. And then the other ones I've just never heard about before. And I don't own any of these so far, which is kind of a sad thing. Undead Girl Gang, that sounds pretty cool. What You Left Me, Crooked Kingdom, I've already read that. It wasn't too much for it, honestly. Wind Witch, The Golden Compass, Rebel Belle, already read that. Restore Me, Stuck Up Suit. Cinder, already read it. Desperation by Stephen King. Cujo by Stephen King. Oh, okay. Stephen King's mostly horror novelist, and I'm a scaredy cat. I don't want to read that, and a lot of his books are like thick ass things, and I don't want to do that. So, Gentleman 9, Just Sam. Honestly, most of these books don't seem interesting to me. Emma in the Night. Actually, that kind of looks cool. Good Bones, The Butcher's Hook. Ooh, Sex, Not Love. Ooh, we're getting a little inappropriate here, aren't we? Steamy. Belong to You. Worth the Fight. Love and Ruin, The Perfect Mother. Malala, Salt Houses, Paper Ghosts. I need some better stuff on my feed, to be honest. The Cabin at the End of the Woods. P.S. I Still Love You. Mist and Fury, Court of Mist and Ruins. I'll Be Gone in the Dark. The Diviners. Oh, I finally own one. I own The Diviners, guys, by Libba Bray. I own that, and I haven't read it yet. It only had to take me like a billion books to get there, but I got one. But I'm sure my library has at least 3 of the huge list. So I probably won't end up reading The Diviners. Bring Me Back, The Geography of Lost Things, Optimists Must Die First, Piecing Me Together, Fighting Attraction. Oh my gosh, so much. Oh, we're getting into steamy stuff here. Okay. The Glass Sword, already read it. Okay, you know what? If my library doesn't have 3 of the billion novels that I just named off, then we're in trouble. But if all else fails, I will read The Diviners and The Bane Chronicles because I own those too. So yeah, that was Goodreads chooses my TBR-ish. I also plan on doing the Buzzword Readathon, which, if you guys don't know, it starts in May 7th, I want to say, to the 13th, and the buzzword is girl. So choosing a book with girl in the title. I want to participate in that, so I'm hoping my TBR will, arrange itself around that. So yes, have a wonderful day, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!